Hey guys, Sunday Slot Cars here, and today I'm going to tell you why you should not be using a tunnel in your layout.
Why is that, honey?
Okay, so let's just get this out of the way. A tunnel is not a bridge. A bridge is like two straight pieces going across, and if it's on an angle or something, it's a little bit longer. It's not going to be anywhere close to the problem. So what happened with this story is when we first made the new flea market track, I had smaller space than last time. So I looked up some, track plans. I looked some old track plans up, and I found this interesting video of this guy who had small space in his store, and I built my course based around his. And I'm not going to name names, but his video is pretty old too, so I don't think most people are going to know who I'm talking about. And it was terrible, just awful. And the main problem is when the cars get stuck underneath the tunnel, especially make a double-decker course. I told people not to make a double-decker course, but I thought that the track call buttons were going to fix that issue. It didn't, because you don't want to pause the race all the time either.
Right.
Like hitting the track call button, stopping the race, it's a pain in the butt. And people are always getting stuck underneath this stupid bridge. It's hard to see under there. And it just gave the course a bad flow. And I was even gonna move the bank turn to the back of the course because I thought, it kind of sucked that you're just kind of stopping on the bank turn, like slowing down the bank turn. Well, it turns out you're really only doing that because of how tight it is to see. Like, it's hard to see the braking zone when you can't really judge. Your car's going super fast. You can't judge that end if half of the straightaway is tunnel, because you're not seeing the acceleration on your car properly.
Absolutely, I agree with that. Based on what I've seen at the market, right? It's like it overlapped for a fair amount of time, didn't it?
It did. It did for over half. So usually you would have. Okay, so the rule of thumb, I'm just gonna say, is super simple for people, is 2 Carrera straights is the length you need from a bridge from a turn. So you need 2 straights, and then you can have something going over top, like the bridge. If you have it at 1 straight, you don't have enough vision before the car goes around the turn. Now you can compensate for that by driving around a couple times, but the problem with that is that if you do that, you're giving yourself a home track advantage. Like if friends come over, somebody new comes over, they're not quite used to that braking point. So, but even with that, because it was generous, it was way more than 2 straights after the tunnel before the next curve. Guess what? Again, yeah, like I said, you can't properly judge acceleration. So because of that, you were always having to go too slow on the bank turn.
And you don't want to go slow around that bank turn.
It's just, yeah, I know. I found the better solution, and the course feels much better now, was putting in wider turns around the course. So I use 3x30 and 4x15 turns on some sections now to link it up. And you can go straight off. You can go really quick on those turns. So it feels like a straight. I mean, I haven't tested all the cars yet. That 124 I tested around felt super good. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think you could go like top speed, but you can go pretty close to top speed. You get a nice variety by having that turn there too. And not having vision, like not obstructing your vision. Just put the courses close to each other. Now, if you're racing 124, you're gonna wanna have at least a single border length, at least after the turns, like after a turn, maybe a straightaway worth of a turn, so that the cars wouldn't skid and not hit each other. You don't want to have a turn going this way and a turn going this way, and then having the cars wham into each other. I mean, even if you're not racing 124, it's probably advisable not to do that. But I learned my lesson. And the lesson is just don't do tunnels. I'm serious. I don't think there's ever going to be a point in a course where a tunnel is a good idea. And I'm not meaning to spill any salt to people who have tunnels, okay? If you have a tunnel and you like the tunnel and you want to fight me on the tunnel, feel free to leave in the comments. I'm just saying personally, and by personally I mean you should probably listen to me, it's just not worth the hassle, especially stopping the races. Those track call buttons aren't the magical fix for bad track design. Honestly, this is how I'm gonna end this video. You ready for this? I'm probably gonna review the track call buttons again. I reviewed the track call buttons on a bad course. I didn't realize how terrible it was until I switched it around. Like, I'm serious. Like I said, I thought a bank turn was just in a bad place. No, it was just a really course. So we'll review the track call buttons with a good course where they're not constantly being pressed, and then I'll tell you what I think about them, okay? Sorry to tech slots. Sorry I didn't give you a fair shake the first time. Anything you want to add?
Well, the track looks nicer the way it is now.
Oh, it's so, it's, you know, I'm not even sure if it's even shorter. I think it is shorter, but it's so much better. So much better.
I don't know how it was even shorter, because it literally
because
looks
before,
like you just moved.
It looks like we moved it, right? But remember, that tunnel was going like straight up and then this way, and then you had a long straight and then the curve.
Sure.
So we cut off a bunch of the straights, and we didn't really add anything. We actually took some stuff away. But it's not that much shorter. Like, I think I was just going for a minimum here, like a minimum course length. I think I wanted to hit that 50 feet or whatever, because that's the standard for a professional slot car track. Even lane lengths about 50 feet. Don't care. Don't care. Should need to be less, make it less. Make your course fun. Don't worry about any of that BS. Okay?
All right, so maybe let us know in the comments down below, what would you like us to talk about next? Is there a topic you guys have been wanting us to talk about?
Maybe we'll make a curve tier list. Different curve radius tier list. That'd be a fun one. I was thinking about doing that one.
Well, if you like that idea, do comment below. But until next time, comment, like, subscribe, and buy some more slot cars.
Yeah, thank you guys. Bye.
Bye.